Hello everyone, it's Tom from Story PvP Mode. I thought I'd do something a bit different on the channel instead of just doing gaming. Thought I'd try learning to code as well. It's something I wanted to do for a few years. Have two books on Python programming which I was going through and got stuck, and then I stopped doing it. So I've decided to try Codecademy, or as I like to call it, Codecademy for some reason. But if I happen to slip into it, the correct name is Codecademy. Yeah, so this is essentially going to be a series just trying to show how I learn to code. The reason why I'm uploading it onto YouTube is essentially because I thought having a documented progression would show, at least to myself if no one else, how you can improve if you keep doing it. So this is all about taking little baby steps, so little and often. So yeah, I've had a go with Codecademy before. I did like it. It's just that the problem was that I just sort of again fell away from it. So hopefully I'm just gonna, with the video myself doing it, hopefully this will just keep me going, if you will. So as you can see, let's get started. It wants me to enter into my name. For this, I'm going to use the YouTube channel, which is Story PvP Mode. And okay, right. So the first mistake that I've already made is I didn't enter in the quotations. With this, the sort of like programming at the moment is sort of embedded into the web page. As far as I understand it, again, I'm coming from a position of being a relatively new person in programming. Even though I have the two books, I've only sort of partially made my way through one of the books. So yeah, as far as I understand it, the programming languages are all embedded into Codecademy itself. However, you can get the languages and download them. The majority are free. This initial guide is going to be for Python, because I have two books on Python. So if I run into trouble, I'm going to firstly ask the YouTube community to see if they can help me. So if you guys watching this, hopefully will be able to help me. If I become stuck, you'll be able to help me become unstuck. And also, as well, I'll refer to books if I have to. But I find actually using the computer itself is going to be more interactive. So anyway, we're going to continue this. Okay, firstly we're going to want to enter my name correctly. There we go. Now it's asking me to do alert. Okay, so again, it's just going to give you these like little handy sort of like encouraging feedback to keep you going. So we are going to type in the message, which is I think I'll call this series something like Fool's Guide to Programming. Okay, that looks about right. We'll and there you go. That is the alert. So that's quite that's a nice little beginning, a nice intro. So it's asking me to add numbers. I have to be careful with the numbers, because if I use a certain key on my thing, if I use a 0 on my number pad, I'm going to get a stop recording. So obviously this this recording will end. Okay, so 100 plus 4599 is 4699. Makes sense. And now it's asking me to enter in my email. Okay, so the email for this is, as you can see, it's Hotmail, and it's asking me for the length. So length is the you can find how long a sentence is by typing in length after it. Okay, so that's like a unexpected token illegal. Did you type your email address between quotes and follow it with dot length? I forgot the quotations again. Dot, is that length? Dot length. So 24. Okay, so perfect. You can get all kinds of information from the computer. It knows a lot. And do we want to count that? Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Great, so it doesn't count the quotations. Excellent. So perfect, you can get all kinds of information from the computer. It knows a lot. Type date, make sure to use capital D and include the parentheses. So to get the current date from the computer, we're typing date, open and close brackets, or parentheses, as they call it. So it's now Monday, March 14th, 2013, 13/11/22. And we'll say that was pretty close. In fact, it probably was absolutely correct. So congratulations, you finished your first lesson. So already we've done the one lesson, and like I said, if I didn't say before, I might not have said actually, Codecademy is all about doing it in baby steps, so you keep doing it little and often, which is a really good way of doing it. So I'm not going to keep, these aren't going to be like other videos I do where they're hours, over an hour long. This is going to be short, 15 minutes maximum type videos, just to show you how effective Codecademy is. So yeah, okay, so for that, it's asking me to now sign up. So yeah, I'll sign up, why not? So, was this asking for me for my username? I'll use that. Okay. Okay, so we'll get started. Okay, so it's now taking me through to a page called Tracks. Tracks is a series of courses grouped to help you master a topic or language. Choose one to start learning. So you have Web Fundamentals, learning the building blocks of web development with HTML and CSS. Build a basic web page by the end of the first course and a complete website by the end of the track. So these are all useful. For me, I do want to make games. I'm really interested in games. Obviously, it's my passion. And you can make games through Python. I've got books on how to make games through Python. So this is the language I'm going to learn. So the fundamentals of Python and dynamic programming. So what you'll learn: programming basics, all-purpose language, and dynamic programming. And again, there's loads. The other good thing about this is it's got APIs on. So doing this will actually, or potentially, could lead you to a job in the industry as well. If you happen to, get good, and you'd have to do a continuation through it. They do have a lot of success stories on Codecademy, I think, of people making their own apps and things like that. But for what we're going to do, we're going to do Python. Okay, so Python syntax, strings and console outputs. You can pick whatever you want to do to begin with, but for me, I'm going to have to start at the beginning. So it's going to be Python syntax. So let's start with variables and data types. So this tutorial will introduce you to Python, a general purpose object-oriented interpreted language you can use for countless standalone projects or scripting applications. Python was developed to be clear, powerful and fun to use. We'll start with a quick note on what Python is and how it's used. Then we'll jump right into writing code. This code assumes no prior knowledge in Python. Excellent. So this is Welcome to the Flying Circus. Python is a powerful, flexible programming language. We went through that. To write, develop graphical user interfaces. So that's GUIs. So if you've ever seen that, that is what it stands for. Create games, which is what we want. Roguelike games is what we're actually looking for, so it's something similar to sort of like a dungeon scroller. You might like the old ones from you know, your Mega Drive and earlier days. High level is really easy. So you have low level languages, high level languages. Low level is used binary, which are complicated as far as I understand it to be. High level are your ones where you're typing in English sort of thing. It's interpreted, means you don't need a compiler to write them in Python. You can write it here at Codecademy and even your own computer, miniatured with the Python interpreter built in. We'll get to the interpreter later in this lesson. Object orientated, meaning it allows you to manipulate data structures called objects in order to build and execute programs. We'll learn more about objects later, and it's fun to use. Yeah, and it's actually named after the Monty Python Flying Circus. So I know the image is two snakes, but it was actually named after the Monty Python. An example coding tutorials often refer to the show and include jokes in order to make learning the language more interesting. This course assumes no previous knowledge of Python in particular or programming computer science in general. Okay, so this is going to be the first program, and it's just asking you to, this is the, I understand is going to be your, yeah, this is your console, so it's asking you to do print welcome to Python. Welcome to Python. Enter. Welcome to Python, none. So effectively that is sort of like your hello world program that you will see multiple times. You could have typed in hello world and it would have produced it, and that is essentially a first program. So that is essentially, you're now programming effectively. It's now going to move me on to, so we'll run it. I think we'll run. That's correct. Next exercise is variables. You started coding. This gives you like achievements, so it does make it like a gaming experience, which is really, in terms of like learning stuff, has proved to be quite effective. I know they replaced grades in some schools with earning achievement points and experience, and that's worked out quite well. So you might find this quite useful if you are a gamer. So okay, well I think that's going to be the end of this first initial episode, because of course I want to keep them short, less than 15 minutes. Hopefully this hasn't run over 15 minutes. I wasn't aware of the time when I started, but hopefully this is under the 15. If you like what you've seen so far and you want to learn more, go to codecademy.com to sign up and start yourself. But if you want to just watch these videos and you like what you're seeing, like, comment, subscribe. But yeah, go to their site. This is only for sort of like my learning purposes, but I'm putting out there just to show, you know, anyone can do it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so until next time, thanks, bye.